How should international organizations in the Syrian simulation approach discussion topics? I believe, if I understand the question correctly, that you're asking in the response paper, would the questions really apply to you? And I would say yes, that the questions take as an assumption that even international organizations themselves have motivations, goals, interests that might be driven by the interests of their member states, but that given their organizational, I guess, bureaucratic pressures, they could have specific interests that might be separate from the other states involved in the Syrian conflict, and just individuals themselves. They might come from backgrounds or have experiences that might give them an interesting perspective and motivation to act in a certain way in the Syrian simulation. The simulation is now over with. I think all the tutorials are done. So I think for your response papers, I would focus on trying to view the international organizations, whether it's the United Nations or the Red Cross or Red Crescent, as actors that have agency, that have motives, and are working within constraints, and their ability to influence other actors are different depending on what organization they have. So I would treat the organizations, whether violent or non-violent, whichever one that you're playing in the simulation, as an actor in international relations. And what I'm really trying to encourage you to do as an effort at trying to tie the readings and the material that we've covered in the class to the simulation is see where the opportunities were, where the constraints were, how the different actors interacted in the simulation, and to try to come to an understanding about how this type of organization or state was able to try to define what the agenda was in the specific conflict and move upon it. So I would treat your organization as similar, though distinct from all the others in the conflict, and try to see how you or your role that you were playing interacted with the other students and roles within the simulation.